Hey guys, so I wanted to explain to you this little snafu that happened um, when I went to go take my first major chemistry exam. I was very frustrated, first of all, because we weren't supposed to even have this exam at this point. We were supposed to be having the exam like not this week, but next week. And basically the professor moved up the exam date, so we ended up having to do the exam this past week instead of next week, which didn't really give us enough time to study as much as we needed to, especially for me, because like a lot of what was on the first chemistry exam was like numbers in chemistry, different equations, and like finding the atomic mass and stuff like that. And so it was really stuff that we needed time to be able to study. And I think I had talked about it in another video where I had said, I can't remember what video that was, but I had said that, we were supposed to have this whole week to study module 3 or chapter 3, because each of our chapters are separated into a different module. And what the professor has been doing is giving us like 3 days to study instead of the whole week like the syllabus says. So it's been frustrating, but we had 2 days, possibly 3, to study for this first exam. And we had already gone over modules 1 and 2, but we hadn't even started going over module 3 at that point. And it was just really frustrating. So anyways, the professor opened up the exam, and I was going to take it the second day that you could take it, but then I decided that I need to just take it and get it over with. And so that's what I did. I decided to take it the day that the professor opened it. And you were allowed to have a page of notes, and you could have a scratch paper if you wanted, but I didn't bring one with me. I didn't really feel that I needed it. But the frustrating part was we used, my school that I attend uses the Honorlock proctoring system. Any other college students that their school uses Honorlock, it's a remote proctoring system where you have to have your webcam open, and they have a lockdown browser with it where it will stop you from navigating to a different web page or things like that. So you can't like look up answers or anything like that. So I logged into that. Everything was going fine until I got to like question 17 or something like that. And then they pulled me out of the exam, and they were saying that I was looking down too long because I did bring a page of notes. And so you're allowed to look at your notes, obviously, but they said that I was looking at them for too long. So they pulled me out of the exam, and then I had to I had to show on the screen my notes. And it was frustrating to say the least, but thankfully after a short period of time, I was able to continue taking the exam and finish the rest of the 50 questions, because the exam was 50 questions long. And I passed with an 82 out of 100, but it was just very frustrating because when I was trying to get back into the exam after they pulled me out, it was like doing the little spinny thing on the web page. And I was like, if you guys make me time out of this exam, because you only had a certain amount of time that you had to take the exam once you clicked start. I was thinking that something was going to happen where I wouldn't be able to finish, and I was very, very frustrated. So anyways, I did figure it out, but I don't like it creates so much anxiety to have Honorlock in the first place. I get why they have it because, you know, it's very tempting if you have an exam and you have no one watching you. I know certain people in my medical assisting program who looked up the answers to every question on our exams because there was no proctoring or anything like that. And yeah, the only reason I know that is because they talked about it before class one day and then ended up getting dismissed from the program. But regardless, it's just it's very nerve-wracking to have your webcam on and knowing that somebody's watching you the entire time you're taking an exam. Like, I get that if you were in a regular setting at school, you would have a professor or a TA or something watching you, but to know that they can see into your home and they can see what you're doing and they can see like your room that you're in is a little nerve-wracking. So there's already a lot of anxiety that I have because of these exams, but Honorlock makes it worse. I mean, I'm glad that my professor decided to allow us to bring a page of notes. They could be handwritten or printed, but it was just very nerve-wracking. So I'm glad that that's over with. I'm glad that I was able to finish my exam and not get penalized for looking at my notes too long on an exam that I was allowed to bring notes to. So yeah, let me know if you guys, if your school that you go to, if you go to school, let me know if your school also uses Honorlock. Have you been pulled from an exam before if your school does use Honorlock? And if you don't use Honorlock or you're not in school, if you were and you had to have your webcam on and have that be watching you like the whole time you're taking an exam, let me know if you think that that would be more nerve-wracking or make things worse as you're trying to take an exam, because I'm just curious what your viewpoints are. So with that being said, that's all I have for this video. I'm glad it's over with. I think my next exam for chemistry isn't until April 14th, which you might see this either around that time or after, depending on how I upload, because I do have a few videos that I still need to upload right now. But yeah, I think that's my next exam for chemistry. And then I do have an exam this week, our second exam this week in my culture and health class. So we shall see how this goes. I'll keep you guys updated. If there's any topics you'd like me to talk about in the future on my channel, please let me know and I'll get something filmed for you. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and I'll talk to you guys next time.